So I want to talk about the biggest way to build your confidence that nobody talks about. Hey, I'm Terry Savelle Foy, your cheerleader of dreams. Thanks for joining me today. And hey, I would love to know if this channel is helping you at all. I've been recording these little podcasts since 2008, and it really helps me to know if you want to keep receiving them if you subscribe. So if you've never subscribed to this channel, would you just push the little arrow right now? That means so much to me, you have no idea. And thank you if you already have. I appreciate you so much. So I want to talk about the biggest way to build your confidence that nobody talks about. You know, I was listening to an interview with Chris and Heidi Powell. They are amazing. In fact, she has the most beautiful biceps. And they made this powerful comment. Chris Powell said, when I see someone who is 200 pounds overweight, he said, I don't see 200 pounds of extra body fat. I see 200 pounds of broken promises to themselves. Heidi said, when you try and fail and you don't keep your promises, you don't believe yourself. She said, you don't believe you can do it. And when you set a promise and break it, it affects your dignity. This will make sense. Just keep listening. She said, you set another promise, break it, your dignity takes another hit. Then after so many failures, you start making silent promises. You know, the diet starts Monday. You tell everybody, I'm doing it this time. Then your coworkers see you downing a pizza and they say, I thought you said the diet started Monday. Then you decide, I'm not telling anybody anymore. But here's what Heidi said. Your personal integrity doesn't know the difference. Whether you say it out loud or to yourself, you keep breaking it and you go lower and lower and lower and you gradually lose belief in yourself. And then you end up with no confidence, low self-esteem, insecure, and a poor self-image. On a deeper level, you don't keep your word, so you start to think God doesn't keep his word either. Isn't this amazing? So how do you break that pattern? Well, you reverse the process. This is how you become unstoppable. This is how your confidence goes to a whole new level. You build a winning streak of keeping your promise to yourself. Did you know this is the number one way you improve your identity and build your confidence? It all boils down to building a reputation with yourself, that you keep the promises you make to you. In fact, I remember years ago, the Lord said to my dad in prayer one day, he's just listening for the Lord, and he told him, he said, if you'll keep your word to yourself, you'll never question whether or not God will keep his word to you. Did you hear that? If you'll keep your word to yourself, you'll never question whether or not God will keep his word to you. See, this is where confidence comes from. Do the things you say you're going to do. Now, why is this so important? Because you have to believe in you to be successful. You have to believe you deserve to win. So I want to challenge you today. This is pretty simple. Make one simple promise to yourself. And it could be, don't make a giant one that's just going to be overwhelming. It could be that you're going to read one proverb every day. That's it. Not a whole chapter, not a whole, book of the Bible. No, just maybe even one verse in Proverbs every single day. But you will not go to bed unless you read one proverb. It could be waking up 10 minutes earlier than normal. Not 3 hours, 10 minutes. Just start with that. It could be that you're going to listen to one message every day while you're getting ready. You got to get ready anyway. You might as well listen to a message that's going to build your faith. It could be you're going to drink one bottle of water every day. It could even be one of those smaller bottles, but you will not go to bed without drinking that bottle of water. Maybe it's making your bed. You could say, I will not leave my house without making my bed every day. See, when you do something like this for 21 days consistently, like you don't skip a day, you keep your promise to yourself, not to others. This is about you. Once you know you can keep your word with a few simple things, it builds your reputation with yourself. That builds momentum. And then your faith, it goes to a whole new level. I'm telling you, when you've successfully done something for 3 weeks, your attitude becomes, what else can I do? Because I am a goal-setting machine. See, so many times I think we see the glory, but we don't see the story, right? I think about in my life how I had to make a decision in 2002 to not be like a plastic bag in the middle of a parking lot, that just floats around with every gust of wind. I had to get focused on my new identity, my new reputation with myself first before anyone else noticed it. And that's when I made a list, of 5 things I would do every single day without fail. I didn't tell a soul what I was doing. I was having to learn to keep my promises to me, which one of them was to pray, whether it was 5 minutes or 20 minutes. I will not leave the house without talking to the Lord. One of them was to read, even if it's 1 verse. Well, that was in 2002, and I haven't stopped. So, what is one promise that you're going to keep with yourself? Make a decision to do it. I heard someone say that the Latin root for the word decision means to cut off alternative options. So if you say, I'm going to try to start drinking water, or I'll try to start making my bed every day, you haven't made a quality decision. I heard someone say the other day, they were in Africa speaking at a conference, and the host asked them if they were going to go to the party afterwards. Well, the speaker, who's an American, said, I'm going to try to get there. The translator said, what? She said, I'm going to try to get there. He said, what? She said, I'm going to try my best to be there. He said, try? What is try? He said, that is not a word in Swahili. You either do it or you don't. There is no try. I like that. So I'm saying, jump in. Go all the way with this thing. It's like, have you ever put your big toe into a cold swimming pool and you have to decide, are you going to go slow? Put a foot in, then you put your calves in. I think the worst part is when it gets to your waist and you're just cringing. I'm saying, get the pain over with, just jump in and go full force with this. So, if you want to drastically build your confidence, jump in all the way. We can do this, can't we? Now, I hope you've enjoyed this today, and I want to encourage you, start by making a small promise you're going to make to yourself and do it every day. And real quick, I want to give you an opportunity to become a partner with our ministry. This is not something we typically talk about on our YouTube channel, but if you're blessed by the messages we share, partner with me. Now, a partner is someone who prays for us and supports our outreaches. And the thing is that's so exciting is God has recently opened a door for us to make a bigger impact with our teenagers by getting our vision board course in schools. And we are so excited about this, but we need your help. So if you'd like to know more about this, click the link below or go to terry.com/partnership, and I can explain more about our mission and what it means to be a partner, plus all the benefits that come with it. So let me just close out by saying this. I heard someone say the other day about the Clydesdale horses, those big, powerful horses. They said one Clydesdale horse can pull 8,000 pounds, but 2 Clydesdale horses can pull 24,000 pounds, 3 times as much. Do you see? We're so much powerful when we work together. So, become a partner with our ministry, and don't forget, I'm cheering you on to live your dreams.